talented, does have a good arm. Carpenter will tag up. Here comes a throw to the plate. Couple of hops, and Carpenter up over the catcher, and he's in there. A remarkable slide. Wow.
Slide or a handstand?
We just went back in time.
Bro, how pro is that? Rose was thinking maybe you come in like head first slide, two-hand touch on the chair.
Man, that was like, it might be the most athletic thing I've ever done right there. And it was sneaky, not as athletic as it looked. It was just kind of more of a fall than a slide.
Sneaky sack fly, by the way, if you're the hitter, Rose. So that's a sneaky sack fly, steak dinner, beer. Also, you know what I'm saying?
I get it. Hey, when you make a highlight play like that and all your buddies watch it the next day on MLB Network, how many texts do you get for that stop, drop, and roll?
You get a lot, you know. You get the buddy text that was like laughing, man, that was funny, not that athletic, but kind of cool. And then you also get like the grandma, mom text. It's like, hey, are you okay? Be careful.
The good news is you were just fine. Hey, your alma mater, TCU. We know you're a Horned Frog guy. Made it to the College World Series. Unfortunately, you're not in the final. It's Vandy and it's Virginia for the second straight year. However, you did beat Texas A&M, and I believe one of your teammates is an Aggie. What'd you do to him?
Oh, man, we got my boy Waka all decked up in TCU gear. Got him in the nice boots right there. Yeah, we had a nice little bet going. Winner got to deck the other guy out in some school spirit stuff, and he threw up the Horned Frog sign. Obviously, he didn't look too happy about it, but we had some fun with it.
Bro, that's the greatest stuff ever. I know many moons ago, we've seen this picture before. Every time you're going to be on the show, though, you're going to get this picture, the Pee Wee Herman picture, because I think this is as pro as it gets, as close as it gets right here. Was the public fish-eyeing you, though? Like, did they double take, or did anybody ask for, like, an autograph?
I mean, I wore it too well. You know, guys on the team, this is Holiday's favorite thing in the world.
Yes.
He said that whenever I shave my beard, he said it's a good thing you can grow a beard, because if you don't have a beard, you're Pee Wee Herman. That's his go-to line. But you know, they joked about it all the time, and we had a road trip where we got to just dress up, and I was like, I'm going Pee Wee. This is my calling. So I went with it, and I nailed it.
It is Holiday, because last time we had Holiday, Rose, remember that was his go-to picture right there. Remember?
Yes.
The old
Absolutely. So is that picture around the house anywhere, or is it too creepy to put up?
Oh, no, I'm ashamed of it, honestly. I don't want anybody to see that, although it's all over the internet, and you guys are just wailing out to the public, but it's all good. I mean, my wife, she's a fan of the facial hair, so that's why we keep that going.
Yeah. Right. Well, this one's for Mrs. Carpenter. Do we have the split screen, guys? Do we have that available? There you go. Gosh almighty.
Oh, my God, dude.
That's solid.
Yeah, your wife's going to want nothing to do with you for the next, I'd say, 6 or 7 years. So there you go. All right, let's move to a recent road trip of yours in Philadelphia. Do you guys have the rally squirrel on the payroll or something? Because you ran into him again.
Man, I don't know what was going on. This was the hardest at-bat I've had this season, trying to focus on the 96 with Sink, and you got a squirrel and fans screaming, nobody paying attention. And then I think it ended up in Chase Utley's ear.
Right there. Chase. They don't have those in UCLA right there at Jack Robinson Stadium, right? It's funny because when we first saw that, and it's a great lingo right here. You jump like a duck on a June bug. I had to say it from our producer, Andy, but a duck on a June bug.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Funny or no?
Yeah.
Usually Rose are scared. There it is right there. Like, what's going on? It wasn't like
I was trying to put myself in a position, like, if a squirrel jumps on my head in the middle of a Major League Baseball game, that's the only reaction you can have.
Right.
I mean, that's it.
And it's kind of sneaky scary, because you don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to hit the rewind button here, because, Matt, you're a true Texan. What the heck is duck on a June bug? My man Millar is a fake redneck, so can you help clear it up?
Duck on a June bug. I don't know. That's new to me. I don't know if I've ever heard that one.
It's a new one to me, Chris. It was coming from our producer and our fine producer, Anthony Jimenez. I had to say that for him. So a duck on a June bug. I was still trying to figure it out. Carp's still trying to figure it out. So we'll give it a C- from Anthony.
Yeah, I think that's the over. I would say D+, maybe. Anthony, you're going back to producerial school based on that question. All right, one of the veterans on your team is Randy Cho. Left-handed specialist out of the bullpen, doesn't get to hit very often, but now in his 15th Major League season, he can say, I have walked in the show. How proud were you?
It was a fine moment right there. I mean, Randy up there with the, there I am. Yeah, I mean, We kind of wanted to see him swing the bat right there, but I think he was scared of him, didn't leave anything over the plate, so he just took a show walk right there, a little handshake. It was a lot of fun watching him up there. Thankfully, he didn't get hurt taking a swing or anything, so, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah, the old lefty bullpen guys. But let's give some credit right now to the man who's made you who you are. Your daddy, Rick Carpenter. Take us through your day off. You kind of flew into Austin with old John Lackey on a show jet, and explain.
Man, you know, we had an off day 2 weeks ago. I think it was on a Thursday. We were in Colorado flying home. We played again on Friday in St. Louis, and I was looking for a flight. I was matching up where my dad was taking his high school baseball team to the state tournament, and they were going to play the state semifinal game on a Thursday night. And I couldn't find a flight that would get me out of Denver and get me there in time and then get me back to St. Louis on Friday for our game. And I overhear John talking about going home to see his family, and I was like, dude, how did you get a flight out of this place? I couldn't find one. He said, Carp, young fella, it's the big leagues. We're taking an Air Lackey show jet home. Why don't you hop in this, and I'll give you a ride. So thankfully, he let me hop on board. I didn't ask what it cost, and I still don't want to know.
Nope.
And then we flew into Austin, had some margaritas, had some Mexican food, watched my dad play, and it was a good Texas home trip for me.
And he won.
And they won, state champions.
That's right.
That is awesome. Well, congratulations to him. I'm more curious about the budding relationship between John Lackey and my own Kevin Millar, who have become BFFs. Is there talk in the Cardinals clubhouse about that relationship every time the show's on?
Yeah, they're good buddies, man. I mean, as far as I know, you guys are neighbors, right?
We're neighbors.
I mean, we live really close in some big time Austin cribs down in Texas, and they got kids similar age that are playing a lot of ball together right now, and they're having a good time.
Yeah, Rose, they like the hearts that you put around his face when he has his pitching stuff. But yeah, that's how it goes. I'm the fake rich guy, like we live next door to each other. John's a real rich guy. But I know one. Yeah, you get it. I know one good guy that's a big fan of you, other than your daddy Rick, is Sean Casey. He was at your game in St. Louis last week. And we have a picture of Sean Casey
look
right
at
here.
that.
How pro is this right here?
Wow, that's life size Busch Stadium right
That's
there.
real ink, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. That's not Sharpie.
That is pro.
So let's give it up to Sean Casey, the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Famer. Going to be a fun All-Star game.
Thank you. Amazing.
I got some rapid-fire questions here if you're ready for them.
I'm ready.
Okay. Rose, are you ready for them?
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't have to answer, but I will say yes, I'm ready.
Got it. What in the world is a horned frog, and have you ever seen one?
I've never seen one. A horned frog is actually a lizard, as far as I know. But it's just got little horned frogs on it, and that's our mascot.
Yeah. Reptile, Rose, or not?
Dude, I don't know. Ask question 2. I've got no clue. I don't know what these things are. I can tell a dog from a cat. That's it. Next question.
Got it. Stop yelling at me. Number 2, guilty pleasure song on the iPad.
It's got to be something Taylor Swift. I got Taylor Swift on there. But it's guilty. My wife and I split them though, so half her, half my song. It's on the playlist. You got the iCloud, that whole deal. So Taylor Swift pops on there every now and then when I hit shuffle. So I'll go with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she's a young woman now. You know what I'm saying? She's not like little girl. She's doing great. Number 3, would you rather have John Lackey's voice or John Jay's ears?
Oh man,
That's a tough one, guys.
you know what? This will give you some material for another show. Adam Wainwright does a great John Lackey voice impression. So at some point you got to get him on there to do that. And it's so funny that I'll take John Lackey's voice because of that.
Got it. It's a rich voice.
Nice.
Number 4, better show body. We saw this young man today. He looks great. Mike Matheny or Jason Hayward?
You know what? That's a tough one because they both got show bodies. But I'm going to go with Jason Hayward because my man Jason Hayward looks like the Under Armour mannequin.
Yes.
The mannequin you see
Yes.
at in the stores with they got the body armor on, they got the tight fitting clothes. If you saw a guy, that would be Jason Hayward.
Yeah, and by the way, Mike Matheny is getting close to the Nike Under Armour guy. Or no, the Nike mannequin, I should have said right there, Rose. Whatever I just said, but Matheny came out of the weight room today with some beautiful, beautiful arms and a very tight shirt. He's a beautiful man, Chris. He really is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's
Number 5.
the same age as us, by the way. That's great.
Yep. Number 5 here. My man right here, I know you can't tell because it's a very sneaky, beautiful body at the pool yesterday laying out. He's got great abs or a kale salad. But when you were a big boy, or like Rose knows the word fat, back in college, what was your go-to junk food?
Oh, this is good. You'll like this. My favorite thing to do, well, first off, for breakfast, I was Reese's Puffs and a double Mountain Dew. That was a breakfast meal. That was when I was fat.
Reese's Puffs.
It's amazing. It's like 600 grams of sugar, I think, in that alone. But one of my favorite snacks ever when I was a fat kid is I would take sour cream and onion chips. This is gross, by the way, but I'm going to roll with it anyway.
Yeah.
I'd put it on a plate, sprinkle them around, we had grated cheese in our house all the time. It was just grated. It came in a Tupperware thing. It was just a huge pile of grated cheese. I'd take a handful of that, just put it all over the top, put it in the microwave for about a minute, melt it, take it out, ranch dressing, bacon bits.
Oh.
Yeah, you better clean up your diet the ugly way or you won't be allowed back on IT if you're doing that kale stuff. All right, hold tight, because right now it's time for our Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot update. And we're focusing on the National League. And Mr. Carpenter, you're going to be interested to find that you are still the leader at this point at third base. You have a couple of teammates in Peralta and Holiday out there that are still leading their respective positions. So in 15 seconds, explain why fans should vote for you all the way up until July 2nd. Go.
Start with your beard. Start with your show hair.
You know, I got the nice beard, like you mentioned.
Obliques.
The obliques. You know, but man, in all seriousness, we got a lot of really good third basemen in the National League, and it's the competition is tough. But we got a good team in St. Louis. We're playing good baseball right now. And our focus is the division. We're going to keep rolling with that and see where the chips fall.
Yeah, and he's got purple flip-flops TCU, so that's why you should win the starting third baseman.
I like it. Chris. I like it. Matt, it's great visiting with you. Best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you in Cincinnati in the next few weeks. Thanks for taking some time, dude.
All right, Rose. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Chris.
You got
See you guys.
No, well, don't leave, Kevin. You have the rest of the show to do as I talk through this monitor film. In fact, you can